Welcome to Wine About It.
Welcome to Wine About It, everybody. How was your freaking Christmas?
How was your freaking New Year? New Year's Eve.
Yeah. New Year's Eve right now is when we're recording this, but you're watching this on New Year's Day. Happy New Year from us to you.
Happy New Year. Hooray. Were you asking me how my Christmas was, or were you asking them that?
I was asking you.
Oh. It was good. I usually go to my boyfriend's family for Christmas, but not this year because of my dog. So I stayed home, but all of my Alvea staff was home as well. So we all did dinner together and we watched Elf.
That's nice.
It was cozy. It was pretty solid. How was yours?
Very boring. I decided to do nothing, which is the first time I've ever done that.
Was it nice or depressing?
Both. Both. I mean, I still I made Lud and I dinner, but I didn't try very hard. It was just so whatever. I have been eating my way through all of California, I will say. Can I show you something? I'm not proud of it.
Yeah. Oh my God. Audio listeners, she's holding up 20 candy wrappers. Wow.
And my glasses got stuck in there. I love peppermint bark so much.
Do you make it?
Well, I do, but this is all Ghirardelli's.
That's nice.
I love Ghirardelli's peppermint bark, and my dad sent me a bag, which he shouldn't have, and I'm just eating it. I'm eating it. I cannot stop.
I'm happy for you. I think that's fun.
And I took a gluten break this week, so I've had gluten, and okay, can I just tell you, this is so bad. I'm going to be so sad once I start working out again, because I've been so lazy for the past week. My Christmas day consisted of, I make cinnamon rolls every year. It consisted of cinnamon rolls, followed by crepes for dinner, followed by gingerbread cookies for night.
You had charcuterie that day as well. You had 3 grapes.
I did have charcuterie. I was I forgot something. Yeah, charcuterie. So I've been thriving.
That's not the worst. I'm going to be honest. That's better than days where you eat 2 protein bars of 100%.
I've just been eating sugar.
That's better than eating 2 protein bars for the whole day.
Really?
And yes, dude. Yeah. Okay, well maybe not 4. I don't know. Maybe it's not.
It hasn't caught up to me yet. I have actually been looking pretty skinty. And then I was oh crap, it's just going to take 2 weeks for all of the sugar to catch up to me.
No, I think it's got to be done. I think it's a holiday thing. Everybody gets to do that.
And all my days have been blurred together. So I thought today was the 29th. And I was really excited. That. Yeah.
You know what is the worst is my normie boyfriend has been gone or was gone for a full week, right? For the holidays. I did not realize how much he regulates my work-life balance because he's a normie, and right? So he works a 9 to 5. And so then after he's done with work, we spend time together, and then he has the weekend off. So a lot of times I'm just not, I take at least Sunday off, if not Saturday and Sunday back to back.
Yeah.
And when he's not here, I have no ability to self-regulate my work. I was working 12-hour days every single day he was gone, if not 15-hour days. And it really messes with me because when I work that much, then when I have time off, I feel so much pressure to does this happen to you? You feel so much pressure if you take a day off to use it to maximize it and use it really, really well. But you're so tired because you've been working so much that you don't want to craft or go out to eat or do something fun. So then you just sit there and rot, and then it feels like a waste of your one day off, and then you get stressed, and then you don't relax.
My bigger
She just
problem,
doesn't take days off.
Yeah, my bigger problem is I've noticed I don't have any hobbies.
You have a lot of hobbies.
Yeah, but they're all work.
You bead craft. You can craft.
I haven't.
The
only thing I really wanted to do is I usually do a Christmas puzzle every year, and I didn't have a puzzle this year, so I was sad.
No puzzle, no Coco motion.
That was the funniest thing. So 2 days before Christmas, I'm shopping. Oh, you guys know, I talked about it last episode. Miserable. Don't wait. But I'm on the phone with Maya and she's like, what do you think Lad's going to get you? And I'm going on and on about this Coco motion. If you don't know what a Coco motion is, my mom used to have when they were dope. It's made by Mr. Coffee and you put milk in it and you put your hot cocoa powder in it and you turn it on. And within like 10 minutes, you have the perfectly mixed and heated hot cocoa. And it's awesome when you usually live in a state where there's snow. I don't have any snow here, but you go out and play in the snow and you come in and the Coco motion's done and it's great. And you'd be surprised how much I like hot cocoa and how much I've wanted a Coco motion. And so I told Ludwig this Coco motion and even took out his phone and wrote it down. So I was like, I'm definitely getting that. And then come Christmas, I must come off like the most ungrateful little bitch in the entire world. He gets me makeup brushes, which I also asked for. He gets me a MacBook, which I respectfully, I did not want because I don't like new tech and it made me very overwhelmed. And I was like, I don't want that.
It is sick for you to have a MacBook though.
But he got me that. And then he got me like phone chargers. And then he got me this. Oh, I didn't show you this. He just brought this in to me because it was late.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
First edition Playboy. I know I need to send it to Peach. I have the very first edition. It's a restored one. But yeah, Marilyn Monroe was on the very first edition of Playboy and, I have that now. So he got me all that.
Crazy.
And then I'm like looking around. I'm like, where's the Coco motion?
You didn't say anything when you were opening up those presents though.
I didn't. But I was in my head, I was like, where is it? And then Maya called and she was like, what'd you get? And I was like, don't ask about the Coco motion.
Lud was like, what's a Coco motion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That's tough.
It's also funny, like, it's fine. And he got me great things and it's chill. And maybe someday I'll get a Coco motion. But like one of the things I asked for was makeup brushes. And I realized that maybe you shouldn't ask a boy for makeup brushes.
Yeah. You didn't tell him which ones?
No.
So did he just like go to Target and like?
No, he got really nice ones, but none of like, he didn't get me like a foundation brush, which I'm like, that's
just like eyeshadow brushes.
Yeah. He got me like a bunch of brushes that I don't know how to use, admittedly. And so then I was like, well, I want to like have the right stuff. And so then I went to their website because I've never heard of these brushes before. And they're really stupid expensive, but like,
wow.
Yeah, I don't really
fancy.
love it. Like,
you could use that as a foundation brush.
I think, and they're like labeled, they're like numbered, like 1 through whatever. And like, yeah, most of them, like all of, like these are 3 different eyeshadow brushes, right?
There are lots of eyeshadow brushes. Yes.
Like why? Why do we need that many?
Well, we don't do eyeshadow, but some people do.
Yeah, but.
And like, it's nice to have different. Because, you know, sometimes it needs to be more like pigmented. Sometimes you need to fluff it around and spread it out.
Yeah, I don't get it. But he did give me an angled brush, which I wanted. That's exciting. And I think this one could be used as a contour brush.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, easy peasy.
So we'll see. But I was like, oh, it was very good of him, like very nice of him to listen to what I asked for. But then I was like, I should include more instruction on confusing things like that.
You want to hear one of the nicest things that my boyfriend has ever done for me? Nay, the nicest thing that a man has ever done for me.
Okay.
Very recently. So last week, we're installing fiber at Alveus. Ooh, aw. We're going to have amazing internet. It's going to be incredible. But to do that, you have to trench, right? And then lay pipe in the ground. We're doing it all ourselves. So you trench it all out, put the pipe in the ground, and then like cover the pipes back up. And run fiber lines through the pipes. So it's like this whole thing. So on Saturday, we had this volunteer day and volunteers came out and we're trenching. And there's like a machine, right, that like makes the trenches because it's too hard to dig out here. And so there's trenches all over the pasture. And we're laying pipe inside the trenches. And the volunteers are there. And they get there at 11 a.m. And then it's 5 p.m. I finish my work day in the office at Alveus and they're still going. So I was like, I got to go out there. So then from 5 to like 11 p.m., I'm out there also trenching with the people who have been trenching since 11 a.m.
Jeez.
It all has to be done in a day because the open trenches cannot sit out overnight in the pasture, because if a donkey falls in the trench, then they could break their leg. And if a donkey breaks their leg, you have to put them down. So it all has to be done in a day. So we're like trenching. And I helped from 5 to 11. It's still not done. Connor was like, I probably have like a couple more hours. I had to go pick up boyfriend from the airport, right? So then I leave at 11 to go get boyfriend. And his flight is delayed, of course, because it's freaking Christmas and traveling, and flights are always freaking delayed. So I don't get him in the car until like 1:30 or 2 in the morning. And then we drive back from the airport, and on the way back, he checked the stream, and Connor's still out there trenching. And it's 2:30 in the morning. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, he's out there all alone because everybody else left. And so I called Connor, and the machine broke down. So he had to hand dig it. Like, so Connor's out there with a shovel at 2:30 in the morning, covering up these trenches. And so I go to drop my boyfriend off at home, and he starts changing. And it's 2:45 in the morning. And I was like, what are you doing? And he was putting on pants. And then I changed. And then we went out and we trenched at 3 in the morning with Connor.
Jesus Christ.
He was on a plane coming home from Christmas with the family. Got back and I didn't even ask him to do it. He was just like, it's time. Connor can't be doing this. Time to clock in.
How long
Connor
did it take?
Connor can't do this on his own. Only like we were out there until like 3:30 or something.
Okay.
Yeah. Quick work with more people. But yeah, isn't that so nice?
That's so nice. What a nice boy.
What a nice boy. So nice. Also, his grandma, this is so sweet. He brought back Christmas presents from his family for me. Mm-hmm. Last time I saw his grandma, every time she's wearing like the cutest dress ever. And I was like, that's so cute. And she's like, thanks, I made it, of course. I don't know why none of us are like this anymore, but she makes all of her clothes and they're so cute. And I asked her if she had any old patterns, and she's like, no, I don't know where they are. And he gave me a Christmas present. She wrapped an old pattern, like a dress pattern.
Oh, that's nice.
And it's like super old and it's falling apart and it's like vintagey and cool. So now I have to make a dress.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a cool present.
It's really sweet. So yeah, that'll be a time.
A dress time.
A dress time.
Well, that sounds lovely.
Yeah. So overall, holidays successful.
Yeah, I think so. I think this year I did a holiday for me, and that's all I had the capacity for, I decided.
You did get some nice presents from your other podcast co-hosts, I saw.
I got underwear. Mm-hmm. And Hassan got me nothing.
Did you get Hassan anything?
Yeah, I got him a really nice Lego set, and then he told me he re-gifted it.
He did not tell you that. Why would he tell you that?
Yes, he did.
Why did he say that?
I don't know. He's a monster, and he pretends not to be.
How did he even say it?
He said, oh, I re-gifted the train you got me. I said, what the heck? And he said,
what?
To my cousin, and she loved it. And I said, what?
Dude, that is crazy. Did you tell him that's a crazy thing to say?
I said, oh, okay. Well, I hope she liked it. Did you say it was from me? And he said, no. And then he said, I also re-gifted the present that you got for Austin that he left here.
What did you get Austin?
I got him a Concorde, which is a plane that they retired because it's one of the fastest planes and largest passenger planes that was ever made, but they had to retire it because it kept exploding. But they have a Lego set for it, and I got that for Austin. And then he re-gifted it to Murat.
Murat would love that.
He would love it, so it's like, it's fine. And then I said, what about Will's? Because Will left his Lego set too. And then he was like, no, I thought about it, but I didn't re-gift that one. I was like, thanks. And then there's Marsh, and Marsh shows me, he's like, look, I built mine. And I was like, thanks, Marsh. At least someone appreciates it.
Dude, that's peace and love crazy. That's so sad.
They're mean boys. I'll say it.
That's so sad.
And I stand by it.
That's so sad. If I gave you something, if I gifted you something and you just casually said that, I would actually be so hurt.
Unless it was something that you're like, I know you don't like this, like regift it, feel free.
Right. Yeah. Well,
I mean, I don't care. I mean, Hassan was never going to build it anyway. Neither was Austin. Like maybe one of Austin's twinks would have built it, but
it's just the thought of it, you know?
Yeah, I just, I think next year I'll just buy Hassan some chocolate or something.
Yeah, consumables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get him some peppermint bark and then I'll take it back and I'll eat it all.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well,
but I've had the problem of all my days blending together too, because I've just been. Today I worked at Deco Den for the last like 8 hours. I was just sorting charms, and I got a lot done. I'm gonna go back there tomorrow and get even more done, but it's really stinking close. But this was the first day that I was like actually useful as a human being. The other few days, I mean, I've been doing a lot of cooking. I did a little bit of cleaning. I cleaned out my makeup bag, which was nice, I cleaned all my makeup brushes and I cleaned out my makeup bag.
Huge.
And sorted it.
That's huge.
Yeah. So
it's got to be done like at least once a year, guys. We can do that.
The amount of just like garbage that was in there was crazy. I was like, oh, okay. Because at some point I had like 4 different makeup bags going because you'd like grab some stuff in there. And so I got it all consolidated. I got it all cleaned up. It's nice. It's in one bag now. We've watched Squid Games.
Cool.
I've just been chilling. I have gone live once. I did a nice singing stream and I played League of Legends.
Yay.
Yeah.
Cozy. Did you level me yet?
Level you? I have not. I need to level Maya's account so we can play together, but it seems annoying. So I might see if one of my mods will do it, honestly. I don't want to do it.
That's fair. Okay. Well, I hate days bleeding together, but that's why I really didn't realize until he left how much my 9-to-5 boyfriend like regulates my life. I need someone else to keep me on a schedule. Or because what else am I going to do? Why would I stop working when I can get my work done?
I mean, that's my problem too. I told Lud, I was like, yeah, I'm trying not to stream because I'm trying to like really relax. But I don't know what I don't know what that means.
Right. I love crafting, but when I work that many hours, I'm too tired to put energy in anything.
Yeah.
So then I just don't. So then I just lay there and then I feel really guilty about laying there and then I get anxious.
The worst part about crafting is getting everything out and then having to put it away.
That is true. I make a mess when I'm crafting. I'm like a tornado. Why did I just gasp? I had a thought and I forgot what it was.
The worst part about crafting is getting everything out.
No, I don't think it had to do with crafting. I don't remember. That sucks.
Okay. All right.
What were we talking about before that?
Relaxing
and not. You know how? Did I talk to you about TikTok?
Not here, no.
Oh, I'm not here. Okay, but I did talk to you about it. I did. My addiction to TikTok.
Yeah.
And how I'm considering deleting TikTok because it's a time sink and I think it's really bad for my brain and I think it's really bad for my mood regulation because it feeds me really sad videos and then really happy videos back to back and then I feel tired after, emotionally, and that makes sense because I'm going through so many emotions so fast and that's not right.
When is TikTok supposed to be banned?
I don't know.
All we do is talk about TikTok being banned and aliens coming out of New Jersey.
I don't know that it's gonna be banned.
No one's got proof of either thing.
January 19th is when it's supposed to be banned? What? Producer?
But it's not gonna? Because Trump said he's not gonna he's no, we're gonna keep TikTok.
He's a ride or die for TikTok or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, in that case, then I won't really have to worry about it, but I am considering deleting it. That's part of my new year. Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
No, and I need to get better at that. I think I wrote down some last year. We can see, because I tried to do I tried to write some down. Let's see. Goals.
Last year, one of my goals was to like move slower, which I think I did, actually. A little.
Okay, I only have 2022's goals. It looks like I didn't write some. So, but these are the same goals from 2 years ago that I think we covered on the pod too. And I didn't hit any of them.
Okay.
Well, maybe I hit one. It says 5,000 average CCV on Twitch. Which
I hated when you did these
I
goals.
know. Yeah, that's what you said last time, which isn't my average. I mean, my average is inflated right now because streamer awards, but that's not my average. And then it was 500,000 on YouTube, which maybe in 2 years I've hit that. Let's see. Let's go, baby. We're 561.
Let's go.
Done. Whine About It, top 50 female ran podcasts. We have not done
I wouldn't
that.
even know how to figure that out.
Me neither, but there's no way. And then make a friend, smiley face, which I have not done. So
That's not true. That was 2022.
I want a normal friend. I don't want a streamer friend.
Oh. Then, yeah. Your Pilates instructor's cool. You talk to
She's
her.
nice. Yeah, she's nice. She's always got the most drum. I go there.
Yeah.
It's so interesting because she is all about good vibes, for the record. She is all about good vibes. But whenever I go there, she just talks about drum.
She is.
And it's the craziest
so funny.
drum.
It's such a funny Los Angeles setting. I could not believe it. We like went in there.
Her.
There's like crystals. She's like, it's a safe space. Everybody like just breathe in, breathe out, love yourself. And then she's like, Taylor Swift got fat, huh? And I was like, what? What's going on? I thought this was a safe space.
I think she said she got pregnant or something. I don't remember.
So funny.
She just says funny stuff every once in a while, and I'm like,
I think
okay.
she's hilarious. Yeah.
And she'll be like, I'm suing so and so, and I'm like, okay, pop off.
Right.
She's always suing someone.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
it happens.
But I don't know if we're friends yet. We haven't hung out outside of the Pilates studio.
Oh, right.
So
It
I
is
don't know
hard to escape the institution.
I'd quantify that. But maybe we should write our goals down right now. Should we have a cute little write our goals down?
Yes, and then
Okay.
we can have this as a
Callback
diary,
next year.
a callback next year. A callback.
Okay.
I have an idea, but I want you to
What?
tell me if you think that it's crazy, like too
Okay.
much, like too radical. So my
Okay.
friend, one of her New Year's resolutions is no New Year, meaning she buys nothing new. Except for things that like you can't buy secondhand, like obviously like food and like toothpaste and stuff like that, cosmetic products that you need. But like everything else, like textiles, cooking ware, home goods, whatever.
You have to thrift it all.
Yeah, basically. Which I think that I'm relatively close to anyway. I would have to make an exception for some like business expenses, you know, like set stuff and like
Paper.
Yeah. And tech, if I like have to upgrade tech or something, probably. But besides that, like the idea of like anything that I could thrift, I have to thrift, I think I could maybe do.
I think that's insanely hard.
You think so? Dude, I thrift like once a week.
I know.
Sometimes.
But like makeup.
No, makeup you have to, you can't thrift
Okay.
that. You can't thrift makeup. You can't thrift like toothpaste and deodorant and like laundry detergent and underwear. I probably don't need to buy underwear in 2025.
You can go a whole year without buying any underwear.
I think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that crazy? How often are you supposed to switch out your underwear?
I've had new underwear all the time.
Oh, I don't do that.
Oh.
But I have like, I do laundry once a week and I have like 15 pairs of underwear. So I just use the same.
I've got like 40 pairs of underwear.
Really?
Yeah, I have a whole drawer for underwear.
Oh.
I have an underwear problem.
Well, I also, small house, tiny house.
Yeah.
Not a lot of storage.
Yeah.
So
you can only have 15
I don't have
pairs.
as much stuff. Is that crazy? Now I kind of,
I don't know the rules with underwear.
I would not thrift underwear, and I would not thrift like, I won't need bathing suits for a year, 100%. I won't need bras for a year. I don't need new clothes for a year, but when I want to get new clothes, I can just thrift them.
What about craft supplies?
I don't know if I need them.
Okay.
I can thrift a lot of crafting supplies too, actually. There are some thrift stores that have like craft sections.
Okay.
And I upcycle a lot of fabrics that I thrift. And
I don't think there's any reason not to go for it. In worst case, you like fail every once in a while.
But I hate failing. It's the worst.
Oh, but it's like fine. It's the same as people that are like, I'm going to go to the gym every single day and then they miss a day. It's like, whatever.
Yeah. Well, that's not going to be one of my resolutions. I don't care about that at all. Okay.
Okay. So you're doing no new year.
I'm doing no new year. I've decided on this podcast publicly.
Okay.
But there are a lot of exceptions to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
I'll be fine. I'll have to, every time I buy something new that I don't need to buy, I'll have to make a confession. It'll be really good for my psyche. The listeners.
Okay.
It's like, guys.
Great. She'll have a confession jar.
Yeah. No, I don't want it to be like that. I think it's a good thing to aim for. I think it's a cool concept. The textile industry is like really, really terrible for the environment, and you can thrift so much stuff. There's so much stuff in circulation already.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's sick environmentally to do that. Okay. That's my big one.
Maya's doing no new year.
Okay. I'm scared.
I would like to find a new therapist.
Yay. Slay.
I'll write that down. Find a new therapist. I want to, Alveus is always going to be like my child, but I want to, focus more and like give myself more time on like my brand. Okay.
Because it's been Alveus first since I founded, and it will always be Alveus first. But like I want to like take more time for like podcasts and my stream and my channel, my YouTube channel.
So how do you make that a tangible checklist thing? Be famous.
Yeah, well, I need to widen. Maybe that's just my goal, is widen the funnel again for Alveus. It's always Alveus centric, but I want to get bigger so that Alveus can get bigger. So that means like be more willing to go do collabs and like be somewhere else for Maya brand, even though it's sacrificing time at Alveus.
Yeah, but you guys have so many people there now that it can function without you.
It's got legs, cool. Dude.
Yeah.
It really does. So my second goal is to widen the funnel.
Widen your funnel. How are you gonna, I don't know how you're gonna.
Speculum.
I don't know how, you can't use a speculum on it. I don't know how you're gonna like check that off at the end.
I don't think it's a tangible one. I think it's just like a mindset. Like if I look back, am I gonna be like, did I take the time to focus on?
Did I work it on the funnel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read a book a month.
Well, we do have to do that.
I know. Oh, crap. If we don't post book club. Oh, I just realized what day it is. Book club's going to be late this month, everybody.
Sorry,
Turns out the Yard Boys were very unreliable partners. Drama.
Lud wants to do it. We may just do me, you, and Lud.
Yeah. Slime and Nick have not read the book.
Yeah. So yeah. But yeah. A book a month would be good. I mean, we have to do that. So yeah, that'll be easy.
Yeah, hopefully.
I want to reduce at least my small screen time, my phone time.
Okay.
I think it's way healthier for me. If I'm like sitting there with my boyfriend watching a show, I don't think that it rots my brain. At least nothing like my phone does. So I don't mind that as screen time, but I want less phone time. And I want to, you ever like put your phone in your pocket and then like look up when you're outside and you're just like, whoa, everything's so like quiet and nice.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I love nature. And sometimes when I'm outside even, I'm on my phone and then I put it down and I'm like, oh my God, bird. And I need to do that more.
So you want to be in the moment more.
Yes.
Okay, good answer. I like reduce phone time. I wrote that one down. I'm gonna ride 100 miles on a bike. I'm gonna do
that's crazy.
Century bike ride.
Cool.
And so I have to train for that. I'm excited about that. I asked Maya if she wanted to do it with me. She said no.
I did say no. I don't think I would like it. I'll do that.
It says go. And I'll be like, cool sign. And then I'll go by.
Yeah.
Then you could drive 50 miles ahead and hold it again.
And I could give you a water bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to 100-mile bike ride. I'm going to freeze my eggs this year, probably.
Really?
I mean, I don't really have a choice.
How do you do that?
How do you freeze your eggs?
Yeah.
Or how do I not have a choice?
How do you freeze them?
You inject yourself with estrogen, with a needle. You go
where?
For like in your tummy.
Oh.
For a few weeks, and then they go on up there and they scoop them out.
While you're awake?
Most people would be sedated. However, I will be awake, and it will.
And
be
you have to go. Ow.
Yeah.
It's like way worse than an IUD, right?
They said it's like equal to the pain of an IUD.
They got to go through the vagina, through the cervix.
Yeah.
What are they like the eggs that they take out eggs, like physical eggs? How big are they? Are they like round?
That's why you take estrogen, is to make them bigger.
How big are human eggs?
They're tiny. They're like smaller than caviar, I believe.
0.12 millimeters in diameter. Are they like visible to the eye? I don't know. Okay, whatever. Sorry, we can continue. Okay, we're freezing our eggs this year. Slay.
Yep, not excited about it, but that's what I'm doing.
Okay. You also have your lashes and your makeup stuff.
I'm trying to do my makeup more.
Yeah, that's
but I don't know if I'll write that down.
Okay.
I'm also going to try to get more facials and stuff like that. I'm just going to try to take care of myself more.
That's nice.
I want to do at least one like self thing a month.
Okay. Like
so whether that's a
like
facial or spray tan or get my nails done, like just one thing a month. Yeah.
Nice.
We'll see.
I feel like those are good for me. Am I missing anything? No, I think that's fine.
Okay. All right. Well, we've done it. We've done the goals.
Resolutions.
What are you doing for New Year's?
Going out with Elvis stuff.
Really?
I have no life. Yeah. Our friends are going out of town. somewhere overnight, but I don't want to leave Bella overnight still. So we're going to stay local, and the Alvea staff is going out.
Yippee.
What are you doing?
Nothing. I don't think so.
Just staying in your house?
Yeah. I might have like people over for board games,
midnight?
but I don't think I will. Huh?
I hate that I hate board games.
I know.
I think it makes me no fun, but I hate them. It's really sad. Like it's like torture to me.
Good thing you're not invited.
Yeah, it's okay. All right. Do you want to do a 2024 recap of your, what do you say? You say something about like a rose or something?
Your thorn, your rose. So your like your flower, your thorn, and your stem. Your middle, you're good, and you're bad.
The middle one? Okay.
Are you asking?
I can't remember a whole, I can't remember a whole year. I don't know what happened.
Me neither. I do wish I was better at journaling. Maybe I'll write that down. Journal more.
Oh, I hate journaling.
I know you hate journaling, but it's so good for you. And then you get to look back and you can remember things.
Yeah, that part is true. The few times that I have journaled, it is kind of cool to read.
Yeah.
But it's too slow.
That's fair.
I need to write faster.
I think my thorn this year has generally been just doing too much. I think I've just done too much, and it hasn't necessarily paid off. Like, it's just been too much. So that'd be my thorn. And my rose, I think weirdly enough, my rose would be Sam and Caroline, because I started hanging out with them more, which is nice. And they're people in person, and I like them, and I'm like comfortable with them, which is nice.
Yeah.
And then my middle, my middle is probably like Decoden, because it's like a mix between the two. Like I'm excited for it, but I'm also just miserable with it. So it's right in the middle.
That is, when are you opening? Do you know?
I don't know.
Soon.
I don't know. Hopefully soon.
I'm going to go the opposite way. My rose, every year for Alveus is bigger than the last, but this year, like in terms of the growth with community and fundraising is like more than double last year. So we just had like the biggest year by so much. So that plus TwitchCon's, Twitch's 100,000 dono at TwitchCon is a big part of that. So that is my biggest thing, is that Alveus is doing so well. We're like hiring people. It's growing. It's crazy. It's just like crazy to see it all happen. My thorn is probably similar to yours. I think it's just like I have so many balls in the air that it's hard to stay connected to each of them. You know? Like even if I'm at work sitting at Alveus, it's like I'm also doing work for like Wine About It and World's Wildest and my YouTube channel or something. Like there's so many balls in the air. I cannot like put everything into one thing at a time. And so it makes me feel kind of disconnected from the things that I care about. So yeah, same answer pretty much. But maybe I just need to learn how to compartmentalize better. And then STEM is, it's kind of a hilarious thing to say because I stream less hours than like anybody ever. But I feel like I have a streaming schedule groove that feels healthy for me now with all of my other responsibilities. Like Yippee. I stream twice a week and like I have a concept each time and it's consistent and I know when it's coming and I know what time it's going to be and I've been really consistent about it. And they're fine and they're easy and I think I've kind of figured out the groove of that, which is really nice. So, yeah.
Well, that's exciting. I think for Wine About It, explicitly, one of our goals is to get more guests that are interesting guests. I found out that Nora has a very unique skill set that I didn't know she had. when it came for inviting people to Streamer Awards. She hunts the right person down. She finds them. She finds out how to get a hold of the right person, and she does a really good job at it. So one thing we're going to try to do this year is brainstorm just like a list of people, even if they're like crazy, you know, like even if it's freaking Margot Robbie, and just at least
Joe
get
Exotic.
an invite in the right inbox, you know?
Right.
So we're going to try to have more guests and more interesting guests. I'm really excited actually with the growth in like podcast in our space, in the Twitch space, like with Pokey and with Ray and with Sam and Caroline. Because to me, it's very motivating, and people might think that's like a competitive thing, but it's not. It's a very like, I think about it with baking. Sometimes you don't know a flavor until you've tried it, or until you've seen it, until you like, you can't make your bread any better if you make it the same way every single time, and you don't go to Italy and try a fresh, you know, baguette is a bad example. That'd be France, but you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't see what everyone has to offer, it's hard to motivate yourself, and it's hard to innovate. And even just like going on like Ray's podcast, and Ray talking about like some of the guests she's reached out to. And I'm like, dude, what have we been doing? Like, there's no reason we shouldn't do that. I know our podcast is different because it's remote, but if anything, that can give us more options for people that like never come to LA that we just should try. But we just never try because we don't have the bandwidth. So that's something that I'm going to, we're going to brainstorm a list, and I'll have Nora just track them down, and maybe they'll all say no, but I think it's just something that we haven't tried before. And I think that's really important. And
then we still have plans for our backgrounds to make them look nicer. We have brought on, we're trialing a creative producer. So we'll have some more ideas and new things to talk about every week, which I think will make it easier for us to have stuff to talk about. And we have gaming that's on the Patreon now, and merch, which we should have talked about at the beginning of the episode. We might have to like throw something.
I think we should do more merch drops next year. I think we should do more photo shoots. I think we should more, you know, we haven't done like a video promo in a while, which is always fun. There's more stuff. We don't have the strongest branding in the entire world that we should do, but so hopefully the podcast will get better too. But we'll see.
Are you okay?
No.
Why?
I'm just deflated, I think.
Because why? Because of your resolutions?
No. I think it's just been hard not doing a lot. I haven't been doing a lot. I've just been focusing on myself. And so it's hard to show up and record 2 hours and figure out what you're going to say, essentially, which is very meta conversation to talk about. But that's just where I'm at. I just don't know.
You cut out. You don't know what?
I just don't know. I think something that's been hard for me over this past year is there's been a lot of stuff I haven't been able to do, and I haven't been able to figure out how to do those things, if that makes sense. Like, I think the difficult thing about being a content creator is that you are the product. Yeah. And so if I'm not live, then the company isn't making money. And if the company's not making money, I can't pay people to do the things that I want to do. And also the things that I want to do don't make money. Like I don't talk about this very publicly anymore because it usually ends with a bunch of people being very critical or telling me I do it wrong or blah, blah, blah. But unfortunately, production in LA is just expensive. That's just how it works. And even if I do a very guerrilla effort, it's still expensive. Like even if, you know, like even the charity stream, which was just in my house, I spent a lot of money on just like props and gags, and that's expensive. All of these things are expensive. And I'm sad because I think going into next year, I'm reevaluating how I do stuff, because as a creator, I look around people the same size of me, and and I know this sounds selfish, but I am getting older and I need to be like putting money away and saving money and stuff like that. And I've just been
like not a selfish thing to say at all.
I know, but like what I make, I spend on my content. What I make, I spend on my content. Like, you know, to be very like honest, like the concert cost, like the summer concert cost $20,000 to put together for the venue and the food and the that and the this. And even like, you know, the tickets, we made $2,000 off the tickets. We don't get a sponsor for that, whatever. And it's like, that could be my networking as a content creator. Is Cutie's the event girl and she does these fun concerts. But the problem is spending $18,000 to network myself is exorbitant compared to going on a podcast for free and networking myself there, or, you know, like things like that. So I don't think I've been going about it. I've been going about it in a way that makes me feel fulfilled, but I haven't been going about it in a way that's actually good for business. And, you know, and genuinely watching off-brand fail has made me shocked a little bit. Like, it's made me have to reevaluate, because I do just lose money whenever I do these events. And I do see, you know, I see Valkyrie, I see Pokimane, I see Leslie, and like people of my same, they're bigger, but like close to my same size, and how much they have like put away and how like prepared they are for the future and everything like that. And I'm not even close, because I just, you know, kind of bleed through it in that way. So I've tried to, and sadly, like sponsors just don't like events because they're not predictable.
Right.
I to be like very transparent, even my Halloween event, you know, it was murder mystery. It was the first time we had a sponsor for murder mystery. However, unfortunately, not everyone is G-rated. And, you know, a sponsor doesn't like that. And they can think it's going to be one way, and then you show up and someone makes a joke about something, and, you know, and then the sponsor doesn't want to be involved. And it's like, I can't blame them. And I understand why events don't get sponsors. So I'm at this weird kind of standstill when I'm evaluating my content, trying to figure out exactly what I want to do. And part of me just wants to be a little more, I just want to do more like one-on-one collabs. Like, I'd rather do like what Cinna and Agent do. Like, I'd rather do that with somebody. I'd rather have a 24-hour sleepover stream with Ron than, you know, do a concert, because that's free and that's mixed audiences compared to spending whatever money on stuff. But I think
that makes sense.
All of this to say, I'm sure I will still do events. I just plan on doing less. And it's one of the things that I looked back on this past year. I wasn't able to do shit camp because I was just too busy. And like some of the events that I really wanted to do, I wasn't able to swing because I was too busy. But I think even though I like doing those events, I need to be more selfish in actually growing myself. Like, cause you know, Valkyrie is one of the biggest female streamers that exists. And I say all this because I've talked to Valkyrie a lot about this stuff, and you know, she's never done events, and I know that's what makes me uniquely me, but it doesn't help my bottom line of relevancy or whatever. What would help is playing games with people.
I think it does. I mean, I think like a lot of, if you want to think of it like brand recognition, like a lot of people know who you are because of your events. Does it help your like daily average viewership? Probably not very much. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's something that I'm reevaluating, like all of my content next year and kind of figuring it out, what I want to do.
Okay. Yeah, you and I, it's interesting to hear you talk about that because we're both creators, but you and I think of like our companies very differently. Like, because we both obviously have LLCs, right? And it's like, for you, it's like you pay yourself a salary, right? Is that how it feels? So you have like all this money that you're making that goes into the company, and then like you make a salary off of that company. I always think of it as like, this is all my money and this is how I'm like choosing to disperse it. Like, I don't have that separation as much, which is probably why it's so much harder for me to let go of money than it is for you, because I am like obsessed with the idea of like putting it away, because I am so stressed about content creation and how long it'll last.
Yeah.
So I'm really bad about investing like into myself and into my stream because I'm worried about like the longevity of it all.
Well, that's the funny thing though, is you, and like you're a perfect example of this, is you stream less hours than me and you have more viewers, right? And it's like, and I'll do I do all this stuff and what is it done? You know, because I don't make content that people want to watch Monday through Friday. They just want to watch the one Saturday event. And it's like, oh crap, I have to fix that.
Or you could just do the one Saturday event.
Yeah.
And have 20,000 average viewers.
Yeah. I mean, I could, but that would not also make any money. Content creation is really weird. It's very strange. I mean, I also I've decided something, and this was like an epiphany I had recently that I think I'm really happy with it because it works with getting older and still being a content creator, because we've like talked about that. But like I genuinely do want to be a Martha Stewart-esque like figurehead, like content creator. Like I want to be the person that, because I mean, I have all the skill set. I have the event planning, the event hosting, the interior design, the baking, the cooking, the that. And so I think like one of the things that I'm going to do is just put much more thought into, because I do Saturday and Sundays are my baking streams. Like, why don't I have an overlay with the step that we're on in the recipe, right? Like silly things like that it's like, I just need to elevate those much more. And I think that'll help. And just things like that's the stuff I should be spending my time on. I shouldn't be spending my time on a murder mystery event that's going to cost me $30,000 that's just going to bleed out.
I see. It weirdly like investing more time into you instead of your events, which are also you, but like not the daily you. Yeah. And then work on your insider trading.
Yeah, I'm going to inside trade a lot.
Yeah. And then she's going to get rich and she's going to put it all away.
Yeah.
It'll be awesome.
Yeah. I think events are just out. I think it's really hard to get people to go. It's really expensive. It's really, and like the viewership hasn't necessarily grown with them. Like even looking at Master Baker this year compared to last year, like it's not, or like last year compared to the year before, you know, like just stuff like that. But
I think it's really interesting looking at like when you look at what's in and what's out, watching the new big streamers come up, and they're all like what big streamers were in me talking like I've been in the industry that long, but like in 2020, 2021, just gaming desktop or desktop full cam, talking, hanging out with friends, whatever.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing, I mean, FaZe boys are doing 2017 streaming. FaZe
and like, I don't know, even like Jinxie and like Queso, you know, like I felt like they came out of nowhere, but they're freaking gaming just at their desktops, you know,
just being funny.
That's what people, And if that's enough, that is way cheaper and way less labor for you than events. For sure.
I mean, like I said, I'll still do some events. It's just going to be things that I'd rather have someone over and make the biggest cake pop in the world and spend my time doing the math and sourcing stuff for that and having that cool stream and that cool video than doing a concert. And I think that's just where I need to like kind of chill.
Yeah. I think it's a good idea. All right. Well, you can look forward to our gaming content in 2025, guys. And our giant cake pop content. Yeah, cake pop. Thank you guys for subbing. Thank you for listening. Happy freaking New Year.
Happy New Year.
We'll see you on the next episode. Goodbye.
Bye.